I got to open this up by just letting everybody know. If you guys can see, Peyton texts me. I haven't talked to him. Our booker booked us together and everything. And I text him, thanks for coming on. But he sent me a book, literally a book of notes of this game. And I'm sitting here thinking, is this what playing with Peyton would have been like? Is that what it would have been like? Just get these notes pregame on a Tuesday going into the Wednesday practice?
Hey, I mean, when you can't throw very far, when you can't run at all, Julian, preparation's where you get an edge. So taking me back to 2013 is quite some time ago. So I had to do a little study and pregame scouting report, if you will.
Peyton, if you think you can't throw far, you should see me throw a football. It's pretty pathetic. You can throw pretty far.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Julian's a quarterback as well. He probably has the best arm in the group right now.
I don't know, Peyton. I changed the receiver for a reason. Let's just say that. Now, a lot of people don't realize, when Peyton left the Colts, we were all in fucking shock. What's going to happen? Is he's hurt? And the fact that, a folk hero like Peyton Manning wasn't playing in a season.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And then he goes in, signs with Denver. First year, gets knocked out in the divisional round against the defending Super Bowl champions of that year, the Ravens. And then next year goes in, gets a couple key additions with Wes Welker. I have a real quick question before we get into the game. How much is Adam Gates giving you for all the head coaching jobs that you have got him?
I have not seen any residuals yet, but Adam was great for me. Julian, it's funny. A lot of people wondered why I stayed in the AFC after getting let go by the Colts. Hey, you're tired of playing the Patriots in the playoffs. You're tired of playing Baltimore, and I really feel like that was the reason that I stayed, because I was an AFC guy. I was familiar with those teams. Sure, we lost to them, but I knew the division. And I felt like to go to the NFC, I probably would have been out of my comfort zone. So believe it or not, the Patriots and Ravens were a big part of probably why I chose Denver to stay in the AFC.
And get into that. Now, when you signed with Denver, did you come in with your scheme, your system, or were they very collaborative with that? Hey, how do we make you comfortable?
Yeah, that's a great point. Great question. Denver was extremely collaborative. And, I was coming off an injury. So I was spending a lot of time on my rehab, I think, to learn an entirely new offense. I was reading an article on Kirk Cousins, who's learning, I want to say, his third offense in the past 5 years, but it's a completely new offense. He said he feels like an eighth grader playing tackle football for the first time. That is not a comfortable feeling as a quarterback. So for me, Denver basically took my Colts playbook, Julian, and says, Peyton, we will put in all the plays that you like. We'll put in your snap count. We'll call the formations the same way that you called them with the Colts. But these are some plays that we think will be good for you at this point in your career. We'll form a hybrid offense. And that allowed us to get off to a fast start in my first season in 2012.
Peyton, this is like your comeback. It was weird to see you not play for a year, then you're back. It's like your Travolta Pulp Fiction, Peyton's back moment. How much pain were you in? I've had neck problems where the doctor says I can't perform cunnilingus. You're playing football, I mean, how much pain were you in week to week?
Yeah. My pain really started in 2011, which forced me to have several surgeries, which forced me to miss the entire season. My pain kind of went away after my surgeries. It was just my strength and my weakness. I had, essentially nerve damage in my right arm and right hand. And so I just couldn't function the way that I used to. And I kind of lost my grip. I lost really my awareness of my arm and space, had a proprioception issue. So listen, I'd had this unbelievable string of health my entire career, going back to high school, college, and the NFL. So missing that entire season was tough. I mean, I remember I was in a hospital bed in California watching the Colts play their opening game against the Texans. Kerry Collins is the quarterback. And I don't cry a lot, but I was emotional. I cried during that game because I wasn't out there. It was the first time I hadn't been out there. And so that was tough. So to finally get back out on the field, albeit with a new team, it was a very satisfying feeling knowing all that I've been through to get back to that point.
It's weird when you're hurt, the psyche that you have as an athlete. It's kind of like you want your team to do great, but you don't want them to do too great. It's kind of like watching someone kiss your wife or like, take your wife on a date.
Some guys are into that, though.
Some guy, that's called a cuck, Sam. That's called a cuck.
And neither of these two guys are into it.
Nah,
true competitors.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a miserable season. I'm injured. I'm not playing. Our team is not winning. It was just a tough year all the way around. So 2012 couldn't have come soon enough, and got off to the a kind of a new chapter with the Broncos.